Throw me into the sea, Jonah told the sailors. My pink flamingo friend, today you may know or may not know the story of Jonah, where God sent Jonah to Nineveh to deliver a message, and Jonah opted to not go. Instead, he boarded a boat to Joppa. And because of his disobedience, God allowed a storm to rise up and almost kill everybody on board. And when the sailors tried to figure out what's going on, and they realized that, hey, it's because of Jonah's actions that they are now in a storm that they never anticipated at all. And so Jonah tells them to throw him into the sea. Now, these sailors are obviously men who are pink flamingos. They love people. They try as best as possible to love their neighbors as themselves. They try as best as possible to meet the needs of their neighbors, in this case, at the expense of their own lives, at the expense of their own well-being, because they try to do everything that they possibly can do to steer the ship throughout the storm, even after Jonah said to them, hey, I am at fault, throw me overboard and everything will settle. And their actions almost result in the loss of their lives, until they get to the point where they're like, all right, cool, we have to do it. God, forgive us. Don't hold us accountable for this man's sin, and don't hold us accountable for his death. And they throw Jonah overboard. I am reminded of many times I have tried to step in and save family, save friends, save acquaintances from from consequences that God has allowed to happen to them because of their own actions. And so today, my pink flamingo friend, I'm sure you can relate to these sailors, as well as you think about how many times of course, God has told you that this is somebody that needs to be tossed overboard, because that's the only way he will get them to where they need to get to. But you look at the sea and you think of their death. And because you're thinking of their death, your immediate thing is to try as best as possible to not toss them into the sea. But today, my pink flamingo friend, I encourage you, stop and think. If God told you to throw them into the sea, if they're telling you to throw them into the sea because they know it's a result of their disobedience, God already has them covered. So throw them into the sea and watch how God uses the sea the same way God sent away a big fish. Right? And got Jonah to where he needed to get him to. Just watch how God will use the sea and use the things of the sea to get the people you love to where they need to get to. They will be better for it. So toss them into the sea today, my pink flamingo friend, and watch them thrive.